Now.
Thank you.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How you doing?
All right. I interviewed you last year, I think it was, maybe the year before.
Yeah.
Uh,
Pre-strikes somewhere after the pandemic, somewhere in
right,
there.
exactly. That weird area where everything seemed normal. So it seems like Olivia has been showing some softer sides this season. Are you happy to see that?
Yeah, so happy to see that. I think Olivia is always going to be Olivia, but it's nice to have some vulnerability peek through.
Right, makes her more three-dimensional.
Yeah, for sure.
Gives you more to play with.
It's really nice to get to play with different levels.
Yeah. Will we be seeing any romance for Olivia in the second part of this season?
I think we see a few different gentlemen catch her eye,
Hmm.
but without spoiling anything. I'm not sure Olivia's really emotionally ready to settle down, but
Yeah.
hopefully at some point there is someone who can help her learn how to be.
Right. Well, you think she'd at least be dating more that we would hear.
It's New York, after all.
Yeah, that's right. If Olivia could have an office romance with anyone that she works with, whom would you choose
Oh
for her?
gosh. I don't know. I feel like all of the relationships in the courtroom are much more, it's almost sibling, with
Mm.
John Larroquette having a bit of a fatherly figure. So I'm not sure that we've seen anybody come through yet that feels like the right fit for her. But that leaves a nice open space.
That does. You've had a lot of amazing guest stars this season. Do you have a favorite or a number of favorites that you can?
Oh my gosh. We've had so many incredible people. It was really great bringing back the Wheelers.
Mhm.
Annie O'Donnell and Brent Spiner were with us a few weeks back. They were so delightful. I absolutely adore Richard Kind. He
He's
is
great, isn't he?
just yummy. He's so wonderful and so funny and so talented, and he's got so many great stories. It's really encouraging, the kind of wealth of talent that we have been able to come and play with us this year, and I'm mostly just feeling really grateful.
Yeah. And anything you can tell us about what's happening the rest of the season, either with the show or with Olivia?
We've only got a few more to go, and the rest of the storylines for the season are more focused on our guest stars, I would say, with the exception of, well, Gergs has a fun episode coming up, the one we're shooting right now. And I think that harks back to the original Night Court. You know, you had this family, and once in a blue moon, we would learn a little bit more about the cast that you were with every single week. But a lot of the time, the storylines were really focused around the defendants or people coming in through the door. And it's been really lovely to explore that this year, and then have this wealth of talent to come in and help us wrap it all up in a lovely bow.
And I don't know if you're allowed to say this, but what was it like when Kapil left?
Kapil's a really good friend of mine, so we still keep in touch. We had worked together
Good.
before, and we continue to talk after. He booked a pretty big movie role, the lead in a film, and so I'm super excited for him to get to go and have that opportunity. And of course, always, there's a sadness when a person that you used to share a space with is no longer in that space. Um, and I did get, a little emotional when I came back to work, and it's but it's incredible the way that shows manage to regenerate themselves with different creative inputs, and the way that each different person who comes through the doors here brings something new
Right.
to the court environment. And whilst we've had a lot of people come and go this year, Gary Anthony has been a really wonderful regular addition to the show in a recurring capacity.
Definitely.
It's been lovely having him around, and Niambi, of course, is also an incredible addition. And I'm excited for what the future holds. It certainly, keeps you on your toes.
Right. Well, I'm certainly enjoying it. I think it's gotten funnier this season. So,
Yeah, I mean, I'm so proud of the show we're making.
all right. Well, thanks very much for talking to me.
Oh, it was lovely to see you, Suzanne.
We'll see you next time.
Year.
Thanks, Suzanne. So feel free to return to the main room, and then Jeanette can pop you in the next.
Okay, is that leave breakout room or leave me?
Yes. Leave breakout room.
Okay.
Stay in the meeting.
You're done already?